Hello, Goddess, and welcome to this week's Twin Flame Tuesday, which is now a bi-weekly energy check-in for both Super Sign Sunday and Twin Flame Tuesday. Twin Flame Tuesday is our Divine Masculine Energy update. Again, we are now shifting to a bi-weekly or every other week energy check-in, and for me, definitely feels so much more aligned, so much more flow. I'm able to ground more into each and every one of the videos that I create for you. I don't feel so hurried and rushed. And again, I'm so much more connected and grounded into the messages that I am now bringing forth for all of us. And with that, my name is Rochelle Richard. Welcome if you are new to my channel. Here at Empowerment Experiences, we are looking for and finding our power all along this which is each our own self-love empowerment journey. And yes, indeed, those on a twin flame journey. If you haven't figured it out yet, you are about to. A twin flame journey is a self-love empowerment journey. I actually like to call it a twin flame self-love empowerment journey because that is what it is. It is about you finding your power through learning to love that which is yourself. Your twin flame is you, right? The divine masculine energies in your counterpart are also in you, correct? And so that is what we focus on over here at Empowerment Experiences when we do our Divine Masculine Energy updates. Yes, very well. May they correlate with your external physical Divine Masculine. However, I know over here we are focusing on that Divine Masculine energy within yourself, Goddess, because the focus is to be bringing your masculine and feminine energies within yourself into balance and into union, right? Breaking down all of your own barriers and blocks within yourself. I mean, again, if your twin flame is you, then it really is about you. So with that, come with me into the forest for more than the trees. Let's discover and embrace all this intuition sees. Together we shall come to know that which we need and reclaim our goddess power on this twin flame journey indeed. Oh, I must share today, as I'm recording this, is January 14th. As I shared in connection with Super Sign Sunday, and you will also hear perhaps a bit about it in my newsletter coming later this week. But today, 4 years ago, I was on my way on a plane to meet my twin flame in person. Someone who, even as I was on that plane, I did not even believe in twin flames, let alone have any clue that that's who I was going to be meeting in person on the other side of the world. It feels so long ago now with all of the crazy things that have happened both in my life, his life, and of course in the life of the collective, the grand stage, shall we say, correct? And it's also a year before that, the date of transition of my Cleopatra Devi. That was her name. Oh yes, that was she. She was one of four, definitely one of four of my spirit guides who chose to incarnate as a litter of 4 kittens who were FELV positive, and that's feline leukemia virus positive. As kittens, they were born, most likely born with it, and they lived big lives for 9 to 10 months in this physical world. And so January 14th was her date of transition, and that was what decided. She very much led the way for guiding me to following through and leaning all the way into that vision to go. And that is why I share my signs, my synchronicities, why I'm such a huge fan and follower of signs and synchronicities because they have been guiding me for so long. They have been those major supporters or cheerleaders for me in the physical. And I'm sure that is why you as well, in many ways, find yourself so drawn to them, because they are there to support and guide you. And you do know that. And that's exactly what these cards are. Now, I just happened to look over and it was 524, which again, to bring up, we each and every one of us have our own signs and synchronicity language with the universe when it comes to each our own angel numbers. We have our own collection of angel numbers, our own, animal messengers, other things in the physical world that are utilized to communicate with us, right? And one of those, unique to me for sure, and if it's one of your numbers, I would love to know, but 524 is my birth date. It's my month and date. And so we are going to actually start today's Twin Flame Tuesday with that, because remember, again, Goddess, I'm going to point out that 717 we know is a major twin flame number. As you well know, it is a major number that I reference very much in my journey. It is not only my counterpart's birthday, it is also one of my brother's birthdays, and that's a twin flame sign that you will often find are shared birth dates with immediate family members of yours. And so 717, and so here we are talking about the mirror and focusing on you, focusing on the masculine energies within you. How perfect that 524 is the number that comes up in terms of, again, not focusing on quote unquote my counterpart, but focusing on me. All right, Goddess, remember, we started this Super Science Sunday year. We started this whole year for the Divine Feminine of 2023 being about me. And so again, this Divine Masculine energy is honoring that space, is starting to surrender in its own way to the feminine, in the sense of allowing more flow, allowing more of the healing to be integrated. And so with that, 524, premonition, intuition, really trusting, again, the signs, the synchronicities, the inner knowings, the niggles, the nudges, the images that pop into your mind, the thoughts, the people, just random. And I'm talking the random things, not your own self-perpetuating thought cycles that you're looking for answers or you're digging and things, but I mean something that tends to be just out of left field. And you're like, and you feel called to maybe pick up the phone and call somebody, or you feel called to go ahead and go, take care of that errand, or whatever it may be, or you feel called to start that hobby. Whatever that is, don't ask why, just trust it. And in fact, as I said that, I looked down and boom, trust is in caps lock on 524. Trust your intuition is exactly what 524 is about. It's trusting that you are exactly where you're supposed to be on this journey, Goddess, right? Where your Divine Masculine is in this journey is where he is supposed to be, and where you are is where you are supposed to be. I know that my audience that resonates with me, it's that twin flame separation. And so you are journeying through this twin flame separation pain that you're in, the pain and suffering, and you're looking to break free of that twin flame trap of pain and suffering and self-sabotage. Be open and aware of new opportunities entering your life. All right, that is very much what 524 brings us. Maintain positive mindset and focus. So be very mindful of what you are choosing to focus on, because you are choosing it, right? So you can choose to focus on facets of your experience that conjure cultivate, nurture trust within yourself for your journey. All right. And that is what right here, again, spirituality, divine connection, to be really nurturing that connection within yourself. And that's exactly how I started this Twin Flame Tuesday, talking about feeling more connected with these messages that I'm bringing you, because I don't feel so hurried and rushed and having to get them out every week. And also want to create the other content that I'm being called to create for you. So with that, here we are already 10 and a half minutes in, and we're barely going to be grabbing for the cards. Remember, this divine masculine energy reading and empowerment message is about the masculine energy within yourself. It is intended to allow you to recognize that as you're pointing the finger at your twin flame, at your divine masculine, that energy is also within you. All right. And it may come in a different form or a different context, but I assure you, goddess, I assure you, as you are looking at him, you really, really need to be looking at you. And so with that, what is the divine masculine energies about? New beginnings, right? New beginnings of recognizing that the past is the past. And the only way that we really, truly can transcend it is when we allow ourselves to let it go. Is when we allow ourselves to stop repeating the same cycles, to stop doing the same things expecting a different result. That is the definition of insanity, right? And that is, for example, right, my saying, okay, finally I'm going to listen, and I'm going to change to doing Super Sign Sunday and Twin Flame Tuesday to every other week. And now that I'm in it, because at first, right, it's always that question of, but is that okay? Is that allowed? Goddess, where the divine masculine energy within you, it is that space of, is it allowed? Is it allowed to start? Am I allowed to start over? Am I allowed to be expressed? Am I allowed to make choices for myself? Am I allowed to change directions? Am I allowed to choose something different? And as there are a handful of you that communicate with me in terms of this space of recognizing that it is time to let him live his life and you choose you and yours now. That is not his, is not him. That it's you choosing you, and that is what this masculine energy within you is, taking that responsibility for you, for your energetic space, for your masculine within you, for that stability, for that security. That is not going to be found in your external counterpart. That is attachment. No, dear sweet goddess, that shall only be found within you. Within you. Oh my goodness, we have all sorts. Well, strength within you. Give yourself grace as you make this passage from what was into what is and what is becoming. Through these new beginnings that you have been asking for. It may, and most likely, does not look anything like you thought it would or thought it should. Rather, you are really being taken to the next level of having to trust, of having to surrender to this journey, to the unknown, to trust that you are being supported, and you have to stop trying to control everything because you can't. That's what drains you. That's what drains you so much. And that's why, again, the divine masculine has been asking and been in this space of, am I allowed to relax a little? Am I allowed to let go? Am I allowed to change? Am I allowed to, shift directions? Right? And that is this activation space for the divine masculine, for the divine feminine, this whole new year, this new space, this new beginning. That is what is activating all of this awakening and awareness of being able to say, wait a minute, I have been keeping myself in these old cycles and patterns. I've been the one doing it. And so therefore, what is it that's been keeping me back? Well, it's been that I've been afraid to believe that I'm allowed to change my mind and change directions and truly see this as a true new beginning before me, a clean, fresh canvas upon which I can paint an entirely new vision for myself, for my life. It does not have to include your divine masculine in the physical, goddess. If your divine masculine has chosen a life that does not include you, because it will and it does happen, yes it does, yes it does, yes it does. And then you are being asked to choose you. What greater challenge of unconditional love, of truly having to cultivate that unconditional love for yourself, but to have to say, I choose me now, and I let him go. This is the new beginning for your divine masculine, for you to come home to you within yourself, goddess. And you can trust that as you go through what you go through and you grow through what you grow through, so is your divine masculine in the physical. So is your external counterpart going and growing through the same. It's just simply he's doing it over there and you're doing it over here. And that is beautiful. Let it be. Because clearly, it is what you signed up for. Your soul said, that's going to be such a beautiful experience for us. We're going to learn and grow and expand and ascend so much because we have chosen this path for ourselves, because it's the right one for us. And to let it be that. Stop judging everything. That's what's connected with this whole am I allowed bullshit. Of course you're allowed, goddess. You're allowed to be, do, and have anything that you desire. Anything. And so with that, what stands in the way? Didn't even get too much shuffled in there. So here we go. We got a heap of things that stand in the way of this, of you fully allowing this inner masculine to, because remember, as you make these shifts within yourself, remember, goddess, we already know this on the twin flame journey and the twin flame connection, that he does too. Again, your focus needs to be on you, not on your counterpart, because I promise you, sister, and it took me last year, all year last year, after my divine masculine got married off and the absolute biggest fear came true for us. So much breakdown to break through, to realize that, wow, we signed up for this and this is how it is supposed to be, and he's supposed to be over there and I'm over here and he's doing him and I'm doing me, and that is the only way that we are doing we. And it's letting that be as it is and embracing it. Because you got lots of other things to be focusing on, goddess. Like where you are to be cultivating more surrender to silence, more meditation, more time just sitting and maybe sipping a cup of tea and savoring it. But really, truly, Surrendering to silence really is an amplification of presence. Just being here in this moment and letting what is be. So allow that silence in addition to this rest and sleep as you're integrating all of this, as your inner energies, your divine feminine and your divine masculine process through this, all of these changes and integrations within yourself. You're going to feel drained. When you feel tired, really truly ask yourself, is this life or death? Can this actually wait until later? What is the most loving thing that I can do for myself? There is one of my all-time favorite questions. I put that on sticky notes around my house. What is the most loving thing I can do for myself in this moment? Right? And clearly rest, sleep, silence, meditation, play, meaning you're being asked to really detach from the outcome of everything. You are being asked to ground into this present moment and surrender to this activation process that is underway, this awareness that is increasing within you. As you make your way through this passage, you have to be the one to facilitate the grounding necessary to keep your feet planted firmly on the ground. Or else it will feel like you are literally on a roller coaster ride, one that tosses and turns, and you're tousled around, and it's just crazy and upside down, right? You play a serious role in how your ride is going to go. So when you are drained, when you are exhausted, Goddess, I know I don't need to tell you how that goes, right? When you don't get enough sleep, when you haven't gotten enough rest, when you haven't had enough time to be in your own energy and your own thoughts and your own space, to unwind in your own way, play a stupid game, I don't care, on your phone, whatever it is. I still will on occasion play mahjong on my computer. I do, just at the end, but I only play like maybe three or four. But playing with my kitty, and I mean cat, kitty, I have a history, so my mind tends to go to those places and catch myself when I say certain terms. Remember, former pimped out drug addicted prostitute, let me tell you. But playing with my cat, my actual cat, Chanel Indira, but really again, disconnecting from what isn't serving you to reconnect with what does serve you. And that is the rest, the sleep, the meditation, the practicing your presence, the taking time to really truly play innocent play, silly play. All right, stop overthinking, right? Because this is how you're going to really truly be opening yourself up to feel the magic of you, the magic of the divine masculine energy that is within you. When we look around the world, masculine energy as a whole, wounded to the divine, right? That is why it is the wounded masculine, is that it has not been allowed to truly be free to reveal and share its magic with the world, and to play in such an innocent manner that they're not seen as weak, right? To talk silly gibberish to a baby and things like that. To play string things with a fur baby. Instead, it's been serious and focus on responsibility. Well, this is being revealed in this new beginning space. One of your responsibilities is to be truly loving yourself, and that is this divine masculine space. The divine masculine is an embodiment of self-love, just as is the divine feminine. And this is why we, as the divine feminine, are being called to focus on bringing into union our own inner divine masculine and divine feminine energies. Because that balance created within ourselves in turn feeds into creating balance within the external physical connection with your divine masculine, regardless of where they are, what the journey looks like. Because when you reach that balance within yourself, you being physically with your counterpart is irrelevant to you at that point. Because you recognize you are whole and complete and in union within yourself in that time and space, and that is that. That you're always connected with your counterpart and you are always a whole and complete soul. So with that, dear goddess, that is this week's Twin Flame Tuesday, Divine Masculine Energy Reading and Empowerment Message. Be sure to like this video and comment below. Let me know you stopped by. Let me know what resonated with you, and how you resonate with how I'm bringing this presentation to you in terms of what I've been led with the divine masculine energies, and recognizing that that's within you. And it's about bringing and creating this union, this inner union within you. So with that, again, like this video, comment below, and subscribe. And with that, there are other ways that I can serve and support you down below, such as my Rise and Thrive Goddess Tribe is officially open. It's a low-cost private group, and wherein we actually, again, looking for and finding our power, we go through every month a blockage breakthrough clarity coaching experience of mine, a collective experience that I'm divinely led to, channel and create each and every month, because it is an emailed report that the members of the group get. And as I said, we go through the journal prompts, the affirmations, the messages that comes through each month. And of course, within this group, there's all the other topics of self-love empowerment and twin flame empowerment that we get to talk about. And you get special pricing for all of my live Zoom group and perhaps future in-person group events. But for now, especially my live online Zoom events. And yeah, that includes, of course, a manifesting moon experience. I'm excited to be doing that again. That's been whispering in a big way lately, to be bringing an experience of that back. But for sure, check out the Rise and Thrive Tribe Ascended. It's better than the original one in the sense of, again, there's a lot more in it, a lot more security as well, and a much more refined new beginning for rising and thriving to greater and greater levels for each and every one of us on this journey. So with that, I am so grateful for you, Goddess. I am so grateful that you subscribe and that you're in my circle, and be sure you're on my email list. Doing my best to make sure I covered everything. So with that, I remind you, most important thing that I must always remember to say is that the power is in your hands, Goddess. Because it has always been inside you. Namaste.